You are a part of a piece of legislation that is making its way through the process this year, Senator, that's called the Parents' Bill of Rights. Tell us about that.
Yes, it's not my bill. The sponsor of this bill has worked for many years. I respect the senator very much so. He's worked on parental rights. For several years now, he's worked on our foster care system. He's really someone who can get in the weeds and figure out some things that are going to be positive for families across Missouri. When I saw his Parents' Bill of Rights, I was very excited. I asked him if he would mind if I co-sponsored, because I think that it's incredibly needed. And you know what it does is it gives us parents the ability, if we see that something is being taught in school, say critical race theory. You know, I had some parents in Southwest Missouri speak to me last year about finding out that their children were having some of these programs or curriculum taught in their school. We haven't had that in Southeast Missouri yet, but this Parents' Bill of Rights allows the parents to petition the school board for something that they are seeing that is contrary to what the school should be doing, and then gives the school board 30 days to respond. If the school board doesn't respond or take it seriously, then they can petition the state board. And then it also has teeth with a $1,500 fine, or the parents being able to get their taxes back from the year prior that they paid into the school system. I think it's incredibly important having parents get more involved in their children's education. But I think that as we move forward in these very trying times that we are in, parents absolutely need to have the ability to question what their children are being taught in our public school system, because it's a public school system, but we are paying for that. It doesn't belong to the government. It belongs to us, the parents, the taxpayers. I feel that this is really a great piece of legislation, and I just want to be helpful to the bill sponsor in any way that I can.
Probably it's safe to say a lot of parents' eyes were open in the last 2 years from remote learning and seeing, because of the pandemic, just what is happening in some of the schools.
I have really heard that. You know, I've heard that from all over the state. Having the kids at home on the internet and as parents helping with that process, they did get to see more and understand more about the areas of need. And I mean, heck, I want to brag on our teachers. They really, managed to switch and, as the Bible says, be in season and out of season. They did it. And our superintendents, everyone really rose to the challenge. And so I don't want to take anything away from our great teachers and our schools that have worked so hard to work around this pandemic. But at the same time, we do have some schools teaching some things and allowing some curriculum that I would never want my children or grandchildren learning, that I do not feel is the public school system's right to be teaching my children or grandchildren. And I know that there are parents across the state that feel that same way. And so I'm looking forward to seeing this get across the line this year.
It's one of these bills that I would think would be able to maintain its originality, as it were, and in other words, not have a lot of other things tacked onto it between now and whenever it would hopefully get to the governor's desk.
That's my hope as well. I think it's very narrow in the way that it's defined and what it's trying to do. Hopefully we can keep it clean and allow the senator, the sponsor, to get it to the governor's desk as soon as possible.